Hello, everybody. Welcome. It's Friday, and welcome to the Assisting Hands Richmond Friday Finish. I'm Eric Rohr. I'm the owner of Assisting Hands here serving Richmond. Let me start sharing my screen here, and we'll get going. I'm excited about today's shout out guest and the like. Let me get going. Always a little bit of a transition here for me. All right. All right, here we go. All right, again, my name is Eric Rohr. I'm the owner of Assisting Hands Richmond, where our goal is to help you remain happy and at home. We provide home care services, non-medical services, wherever you call home. It'd be a traditional home, independent living, assisted living, skilled nursing. We can come wherever you are, and we help with basically the activities of daily living. That's toileting, bathing, grooming, meal planning, preparation, light housekeeping. And we also specialize in dementia care services. We have a certified dementia coach on our staff, and we do all of our caregiver training for specializing in dementia care. So again, Assisting Hands, with our goal is to help you remain happy and at home. All right, let's just jump into the kind of goings on this week. First thing is Richmond Senior Network had their drive-through holiday event. Normally we'd all get together for some kind of happy hour or party. But because of COVID, we're being a little bit more cautious. So they had a very creative idea. You can see the Richmond Senior Network leadership team. They had the holiday wheel of misfortune or fortune, where you spun it. And I actually landed on fortune. I won a gift card, but I had to dance a jig in order to get the gift card. And so that was a misfortunate thing for the people that had to watch me dance a jig. So, but that was really fun, and I appreciate their creativity. The next thing is we had our dementia workshop. We're doing a series of dementia workshops every second Thursday in conjunction with Brookdale Midlothian. So we had our 5th workshop this past Tuesday. It was on understanding and responding to dementia-related behaviors. That was led by Kathy Hamlin, our executive administrator, who, as I mentioned before, is a certified Teepa Snow dementia coach. And Teepa Snow is one of the most well-known dementia care kind of practitioners. Our next one is going to be in January. I'll have information about that at our next Friday Finish, and I'll post it on the various social media. So it was really well attended, and it's a really good event. All right, so now we're going to talk about a webinar that was hosted by Bremo Pharmacy today. It was on CBD and CBD related products. It was very educational. It gets into CBD versus THC, which is the major component of marijuana, and the whole legality of hemp versus marijuana, but then also into the medical or the health benefits of CBD and CBD oil products. So they're having another one on December 14th. So if you missed it, go to the Bremo Pharmacy website and you can register. They really are knowledgeable. I've actually used some CBD oil products, and it's helped me with some knee pain, as well as helping sleep as well. So it's good stuff. All right, one of my favorite parts of this is going through all of our caregiver kind of programs. And we had 7 new caregivers go through orientation this week. And so they're all off to a great start. You can see them, they came in, they went through orientation. I'm really excited. And I think most of them probably are out on cases already or soon to be on cases. So that's really good. Our caregivers are the most important thing in our business in providing good care to our clients. And then we have part of our STAR program, again, setting targets, achieving results. We had 2 that got off to their great start. That means 100 hours. And they earn a cash bonus for that they'll get in their paycheck, next paycheck. And then our ongoing STAR program is for 250 consecutive hours of doing some very straightforward things. They get a $500 bonus in their next paycheck, and they can earn that every time they hit that 250-hour threshold. So I know Leah's on probably her second or third Shining Star bonus, maybe more. She's been with us for a while. And then finally, in our star program, we have our Superstar of the Month for November. Diamond, you can see her a picture there. She's got her certificate up. She's actually got her mask behind there. So we're really excited for Diamond winning the Superstar Caregiver Award. And she got a gift card, and it's really exciting. So again, our caregivers are our biggest asset. We have a caregiver first culture here at Assisting Hands Serving Richmond. All right, now we're coming to the shout out for the week. I'm really excited for our guest this week, and it's Sean Magill, the owner of Comfort Medical Supply. I met Sean, gosh, probably over a year ago. I can't really remember, at a networking event, and have run into him numerous times networking, but I've also, my family has been a customer of Sean's and gone to a store. He's helped with some medical equipment for my sister, and she's still going strong with all that, and they're just really good folks there. So welcome, Sean. Say hi to everybody. And
hello, this is Sean Magill from Comfort Medical Supply. Thanks for having me today, Eric. I think this is a great educational forum that you provide regards to what you do and the services you provide and the caring employees that you have. But also like to thank you for just, bringing me along and let me explain to the public what we can offer to them as well.
Yeah, that's great. And you're live in your store, right? So we're gonna be able to see some of your store, correct?
So I'm gonna turn my camera around now.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, good. Well, why don't we just talk a little bit about your business, and then you can take us on a little tour here in a second. So Sean, as a business owner, I love other business owners, and I love to hear their story of why they're doing what they're doing. So kind of tell us about, why did you start Comfort Medical Supply?
So about 25 years ago, I got into respiratory therapy. So I have a clinical background. I've always enjoyed working with patients and customers, but then always had that inner desire to own my own business. And so we opened up, I have a business partner who's a respiratory therapist as well, has a strong background. We've seen a lot of people, a lot of patients come through the years. And one thing that we like to do is help people become more independent at home and just improve their quality of life. And so through the equipment we provide or do have, we are able to, help that happen. So we did open our first store up in Fredericksburg 5 years ago. And then this past, about a year ago, this past November, we opened a store up here in Richmond. So still kind of getting the word out and letting people know that we're here.
That's great.
Yeah, so if I can get my camera turned around here, it's not seeming to, do I need to have the screen by chance? Let's see.
So yeah, no, you're fine. Why don't we just kind of talk about kind of the array of products you offer, and then you can do that while you're kind of walking around the store. And let me stop sharing my screen so they can get a full view there.
Okay.
So, yeah, there you go. So we can see your screen really well. So why don't you just talk about what you're showing us, and I'm going to put myself on mute so they can hear a little bit better.
Okay. So we do provide lift chairs, scooters, hospital beds, walkers, rollators. I'm going to show you through a couple different areas. We do have a showroom of lift chairs. They're the reclining chairs that will also stand you to a lifting position if you have a difficult time getting out of your chair. We have about 16 on the floor, so it gives you a big variety of colors, fabrics, different size chairs, comfort. And they really have come a long way in what they do for these chairs. You'll see that, you get a cup holder with one, and then on that same chair, you can have a phone charger. They have articulating power pillows, and then they'll also have a lumbar pillow that you can operate with the hand pendant, the remote, to adjust your personal comfort, level of comfort. So like I said, we have a pretty good display on the floor here for people to choose and select from. If we don't have the desired color or fabric, it can be ordered. So Just a lot of choice. And then we have a lot of mobility scooters, probably about 10 to 12 on the floor. And again, they're going to be all different sizes, 3 wheels, 4 wheels. We've got a pretty big store here where people can actually drive them around the store to kind of get a feel for how they maneuver and operate. Again,
So people can try them out before they're just taking them home.
absolutely. And they can, find the right size, what fits them perfectly. You know, what we do is we try to help with our experience and background is to get people in the right piece of equipment. We ask the kind of like the qualifying questions, what's your intended use? Are you going to be going to your grandson's, soccer game or baseball game? Is it going to be something that you're going to be going through a field, or is it just going to be indoor use? So they really can kind of steer them into the right product. Here's a relatively new product. It's called a up walker, and it's, if you can see it well enough, it's not your traditional rollator or walker. It does have these arm pads that you can fit your forearms in. I don't know if you can see, but the whole idea or intent of this up walker is to have you be in a more straight posture as you're walking. And it still does have a seat where you can sit down. And then also has the brakes up at the top so you can kind of control the speed as you're walking along. But the whole idea of it, again, is to be able to walk up straight in a better posture than rolling with a walker or a rollator and you're all bent over and hunched over.
Well, I gotta tell you, Sean, right there, I may be sending my dad back down there to look at that because that may be something we may need because the rollator we got has worked great, but we can't get the arms high enough and my sister's hunching over a little bit too much. So that's really good to see. And it looks like a good product. So Dad, if you're watching, head down to Sean's store.
And then we do have the rollators. We have a couple rows. Again, the main thing that we wanted to do was have a store that had a lot of selection, so you weren't just kind of pigeonholed into one or two different items. And then they have different colors and so forth. And then we have transport chairs, wheelchairs. The big thing between transport chairs, it looks like a wheelchair, but it does not have those big wheels. So it's more ideal for somebody, for a caregiver, if they're going to be pushing their loved one or somebody they're taking care of, it's easier to put that into a trunk as opposed to a traditional wheelchair that has these big wheels, which is going to add about 15 to 20 pounds to the wheelchair as you're trying to put it in the trunk of a car.
It probably doesn't fold up quite as nicely as the transfer chair.
Yeah, you're right about that because it is bulkier, and you figure the way you're trying to put that into a trunk, you put a lot of stress and pressure on your back. Just real quickly too, we do have hospital beds. Now, if you see this hospital bed, this is it's kind of what we call it's a luxury style hospital bed, where the head goes up, the feet go up, and it goes up and down from the floor like a hospital bed. It has a nice pillow top mattress. This I would consider for somebody who is going to be long term in a hospital bed. That's going to be a chronic situation. They're going to be in a longer than a year or two, because it does cost a little bit more than a traditional hospital bed. And then we do have your traditional hospital beds as well. And these are all full electric. One thing that insurance covers is a semi-electric, which means the head goes up, the feet go up with the hand pendant, but you have to hand crank it to get it to go up and down from the floor. So that's important to a caregiver or a loved one taking care of a patient or their loved one. So.
And Sean, on that first bed you showed it, that looked like a really high quality mat. I mean, that looks like a mattress you would buy for anybody.
It is. It's a pillow top mattress, very comfortable. Again, has all the functionality of a hospital bed. As far as a full electric one, the head goes up, the feet goes up, and it goes up and down from the floor. The really nice thing about this is hospital beds you can't get in a full size, queen size, or split king. This bed you can. So, you you'll get people that they still want to be share the same bed as their spouse or loved one who may be sick. So this bed can be ordered, say, in a queen size or a split king. So that's a pretty nice feature as well.
All right.
So with we are a traditional medical equipment and supply store as well. So we do have all your bathroom aids, transport chair, which allows you to get into a bathroom or into a bathtub where 2 legs are outside of the tub, 2 legs are inside, allows you to transfer in and take a shower. We have your bedside commodes. We have shower chairs that'll fit into the shower. So it's, again, we have not just one style. There's multiple styles to choose from. When you look at walkers, we have walkers on the wall here. You can get it in a pretty pink color. You can get it in gold. We have it in silver, black. So we really just try to provide a lot of options for people. And then we do have some traditional bracing for ankles, wrists, backs. Try to be pretty full service. We do have an incontinence section, very high quality, absorbent type, diapers, pull-ups, disposable chucks, pads for hospital beds or their regular bed. We do offer, we do have compression. Compression is going to be for people who have swelling in their lower extremities of their, knees, legs, ankles. And then we do have a respiratory section. As I said, as I am a respiratory therapist by background, so we do sell concentrators. A lot of times there may be people who have either a second home or they may have a second floor where they insurance is providing a concentrator for them on one floor, but they want a second one at the on the second floor, and insurance isn't going to pay for that. So a lot of times we'll get people to purchase an extra one, and they are pretty reasonable. We do also have we are an authorized dealer for the Inogen One. It's a portable oxygen concentrator. It's the lightweight concentrator that fits on your hip, weighs about 3.5 pounds. And then we do have a lot of CPAP supplies. CPAP is for people who have sleep apnea and they use a machine and sleep with a mask on to help keep their airways open at night. So.
That's really good. One thing I remember buying from you early on when COVID hit is I bought a UV sanitizer, and I don't know if you still have those in your store, but I use those to sanitize our masks, our phones. Oh, there it is, et cetera. And that's just, UV light has been proven to, I guess, kill the COVID virus. And I've used that in my own office for some of our equipment so we can reuse it safely.
Yep, it's a simple tray. You can put masks, pens, eyeglasses, sunglasses, phones, keys. It's a 5-minute cycle, and it's UV light that, like you said, kills the germs and the viruses.
Well, great. All right. That is a really good tour. I'm going to take it back to my screen, and you can flip around if you want.
All right. Well, thank you, Eric. I appreciate the time.
Yeah. So, everybody, this has been great. I'm going to throw up the contact information for Sean. As he said, they have 2 stores, one in Fredericksburg and one in Richmond off Sheila Lane, which is in the Walmart, right across from the Walmart off Forest or Avenue, or not too far from there. And, give them a call. There's their website. They got Sean's usually there, but they got a great team there that's really knowledgeable. Sean, any last minute thoughts, commentary? You want to flip your phone around so we can see you.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. That So no last thoughts, but I mean, just really, if you have any questions, we are about education. We are about, if education's free here, if you have questions, please feel free to call. If we can't help you, we'll just definitely try and point you in the right direction.
Well, great, Sean. Thanks so much and have a great weekend. And I'm sure I'll be seeing you around.
Thank you, Eric. Have a great weekend.
Yeah. All right. That was great. Really good. I encourage you guys to get down to that store. I think you'll be really impressed. He did a really good job showing you, but it's even more impressive when you see it in person. All right. Reminder to go to YouTube. We put a lot of our video content out there, or all of our video content out there. The dementia workshops I mentioned before, we have uploaded. And then these Friday finishes, we also upload in case you want to go back and catch anything that you may have missed. So please go out and subscribe. When you go to YouTube, you got to look for Assisting Hands Richmond. So you get to the right YouTube channel, and subscribe, and then hit the notification bell so you're notified whenever we upload new content. All right, the last thing before we go here is we're having a holiday open house here at our Santa Rosa office. My mom's making a bunch of homemade holiday cookies. We'll have hot cider and hot chocolate. We will be doing temperature screenings and verbal screenings for people coming into our office, which is our normal protocol for any visitors in our office. And then we'll be trying to remain socially distant. So if you're interested in coming, just give me a call and RSVP, and you'll be able to get to see the Assisting Hands Richmond award-winning snowman Christmas tree. That's the creation of my wife. We actually did this last year at Brookdale Midlothian, and we won their best Christmas tree award. No one was doing any kind of Christmas tree events this year, so we brought it into our own office, and it brings a smile on my face when I walk into the office every day. So anyway, that's it. Everybody have a great weekend, and remember, we're here to help you remain happy and at home. Have a great weekend, everybody, and take care.